into it. Warning, this contains spoilers for Film Red and the One Piece manga. Shanks as a character is someone we know so much about, yet at the same time we know so little. We mainly see Shanks as this larger than life figure. He's the one who stopped the Marineford, he helped set Luffy into his pirate ways, and is one of the four Yonko of the sea. But in order to get a deeper dive into his character, let's first look at his origins. Chapter 434. Shanks finally meets Whitebeard after his crewmate Rockstar fails to negotiate with Whitebeard in order to warn him about that massive threat that is Blackbeard. Before that conversation, Shanks offers Whitebeard sake from the West Blue and states that in all of his travels, nothing tastes better than sake from his hometown. This becomes more interesting when during Film Red we are shown that Shanks was found by the Rogers pirates in a treasure chest and is connected to the Figureland family in some manner, which we know is a celestial dragon family. And in more ways, it's indirectly implied that he was actually found in God Valley of all places. Does that mean God Valley was in the West Blue, or has the West Blue become like Shanks' new adoptive home? Since from what we know about Shanks, he spent most of his life on the Rogers pirate ship as an apprentice pirate. Shanks as a child was very normal, constantly arguing and fighting with his fellow pirate, Buggy, in a brotherly manner, Buggy the goat. But the most apparent thing was his admiration and respect for his captain Roger. We know Roger is the one who gave Shanks the straw hat, and that after leaving for Laugh Tale, without Shanks or Buggy, when they come back from Laugh Tale, and Shanks asks Roger something that we still don't know what is because it cut off. But we do see we see Shanks crying after hearing what Roger said. And from everything we know, guys, we don't have to get too deep into a backstory because anyone watching this knows most things about Shanks, but by no means did we have any hints of Shanks being this evil person. From all things we've seen, that does not describe Shanks at all. That is, until we get to the Reverie. Shanks, in a cloaked hood, comes to meet the Gorosei to talk about a certain pirate, and the Gorosei seem to kind of respect Shanks and say, "Yeah, we only made the time because it's you." And if there's connections of sort, it could be that from what we talked about earlier that he's a celestial dragon and he's from the Figureland family. So maybe that's why, but at the same time, the whole aura seems so mysterious, and the way they portray Shanks in that scene is more not Shanks-esque, you know? Enter the truth about Luffy's fruit. When Luffy's fruit is first revealed by Who's Who says that he was guarding a specific devil fruit for the world government that was stolen by the red hair pirates. The Gum Gum Devil Fruit. Now we enter the Gorosei, who eventually revealed the Gum Gum no Mi actually has two names. The Gum Gum Fruit and the mythological Zoan human fruit model Nika the Sun God. This adds more to the backstory with Luffy. Like I said earlier, most people watching probably know the relationship Luffy has with Shanks. But if so, why did Shanks steal the fruit? Why did he take it to the island? Was it meant for Ace? Was it the will of the devil fruit, as it is mentioned that Zoan fruits have a will of their own? Shanks sacrifices his arm for Luffy from the Sea Beast, and later mentions to Whitebeard he gambled his arm on a new era. Shanks is someone who doesn't make any unnecessary moves, but when he does, it's for the balance in the world. Whether it was stopping Kaido from coming to Marineford or ending Marineford itself, Shanks is someone who thinks before acting, very unlike Luffy or Roger in that sense, yet at the same time has so many similarities with them. Did Shanks just accidentally leave this fruit he stole from the world government, open it a bar so Luffy could eat it? Or maybe it was his plan all along to take the fruit with him and see who the devil fruit would choose, because like we said earlier, they have a will of their own. All of this still remains a mystery. We still need a little bit more information about this, and with the story on its final arc and saga, I think we're gonna get these answers soon. Shanks is someone who also isn't like Blackbeard, which we know. Shanks is always paralleling Blackbeard, Shanks is the good but Blackbeard's the bad, but we know that's ultimately Luffy's role, because it feels like Shanks is someone who's more so in the middle. He doesn't have this childlike view of pirates like Luffy. He's willing to play the pirate's game. I mean, look, Shanks' crewmate Lucky Root shoots and kills a bandit, and Shanks says, "If you point your gun at me, you know the consequences." Shanks ain't afraid of hurting people. Shanks ain't afraid of killing people. Shanks is a pirate. And when Shanks meets Ace and is instantly ready to scrap, bro, he comes in and he's like, boom, boom. Dude, if you want to fight, we're fighting right now. We're dropping hands. Shanks is a pirate. When Shanks cuts the arms of Kid, dude, Shanks isn't afraid of doing anything. But once again, balance seems to be the key thing in Shanks' character. Like I've been saying, he is a pirate. He isn't a good man, and he doesn't claim to be a good man either. but he also isn't like a pirate, like a real life pirate like Blackbeard. Like what I believe was the answer, the truth about Shanks is this lies somewhere in the middle. He isn't good or bad. He's simply a pirate who was born into this complicated world of One Piece where right and wrong, justice and evil interweaves and blend with each other. Thanks for watching.